Hey guys, thanks for popping in. I just wanted to take this opportunity to wrap up my thoughts on this new version of Tower of Koth. Overall, I think the map is in a completed format as is. That being said, there was a conversation around a couple other tweaks that was floated in some of the earlier PTS builds, and those were pertaining to the rear entrances of the two double-sided teleporters. I personally was a proponent of having them take the player to different locations than their front-facing sides, simply because the rear entrances of both teleporters are not accessible by normal means like they are in maps like Molten Falls and Awoken. For the middle teleporter, I wanted to see it drop the player in on this light armor, similar to how the teleporter on Veil of Nath drops the player into the railgun room. Since it's easily accessible from the top and not so much from below, I felt players should only get a slight advantage out of its use. And dropping the player in like this also leaves them vulnerable if they go through it blindly or without planning. Obviously, if you're on the top pillar, you would have no reason to take the teleporter and would instead opt to just go over it via the plank, since you'd be less vulnerable and could continue building your movement speed. So that's how I imagined that entrance playing out. For the rear entrance of the rocket launcher teleporter, there were a couple PTS builds that toyed with porting the player into the lightning gun room at the opening in the wall, and that's where I think the risk of accessing this teleporter is equal to the reward of where it would take you. Not only is it difficult to access, but even if you plan your movement as an air control champ, you are still vulnerable while getting to it, as well as when you port in. So it's something that players would have to plan and execute, as even a player respawning at LG can easily counter you just by grabbing it and spamming the entrance, or blocking it with Gauntlet. One last change I might make here would be to give vanilla movement champs more incentive to access this teleporter, by either moving the railgun ammo box here behind the ramp, or maybe adding another 25 health pack here. And that's pretty much it. Other than those two changes, I think the map came together really well. I've enjoyed playing it in Ranked Duel thus far, and I look forward to seeing how dueling develops here in the coming season and beyond. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.